Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom coming to you from Shanghai, back for another Eurovision reaction video. Today I'm going to be reacting to the revamp of Anxhela Peristeri's song, Karma. She's representing Albania in Eurovision 2021. I'm going to listen, react, then I'm going to look at how this song is doing with the bookies and in the community. So let's kiki. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip to one of those certain parts I was talking about, or if you want to skip straight to my reaction. As always, I'll do an intro to Albania quickly and Festival of Kungas this year. Okay, I'll put up all the stats for Albania recently. They're on a 2 qualification streak, which is pretty good for them. Generally, they're pretty 50-50 in terms of qualification. I really like Albania. I love how they started the season with Festival of Kungas every year. I thought Festival of Kungas was pretty good. I absolutely loved Jari. That's the song I've listened to the most. Pretty much didn't listen to anything else. I did watch the final. I thought Anxhela was incredibly professional in her delivery of the song. I didn't think the melody was particularly strong, but she really sold it. She had some great moving around and positioning of her legs. She looked stunning. So, you know, she did that the best they could. I have to admit, I do find it a little bit odd that they get 7 people to choose the song. For me, that just leaves it absolutely ripe for corruption. I do feel like the who comes first, second, third is really, really random each year. None of the big hitters or who was getting a lot of buzz were in there. Yeah, I have to admit, generally with Thick, I do have like a slight bitter taste in my mouth from how it's organised. It does seem a little bit shady. In any case, I'm not saying Anxhela wasn't a deserving winner. It wasn't a standout song for me when I was doing my reviews. By the way, I did do a review of all the songs before they came out. In any case, she's done a revamp, which I like. Albania always do the revamp. I believe that she's kept the song in Albanian, which is great. But I've heard the little snippet, so I think that she's jazzed it up a lot. To be honest, it really needs a lot of jazzing up. It's bottom of the odds. Before the revamp, I'm going to obviously check where it is now after the revamp. But she definitely needs to freshen it up and put a lot more excitement into it. In any case, let's get into it. She's given us a music video as well, which I like. It's got quite a lot of views. Fingers crossed for her. I really hope that she elevates this. I love cheering for Albania. But, as always, if it's crap, it's crap. Okay, this is Anxhela Peristeri, Karma, one number secret band. Come on, Anxhela. Revamp the crap out of it. And she is gorgeous. Ooh. That's a great start. Yes. That tear is pretty awful, but everything else about that starting was great. She's got a great atmospheric Albanian voice. I hope she just turns up the dial to 100 on this, because really, if you're going to come last, you might as well just throw everything in. Okay, this is a little bit meeker than I was expecting for the start. Okay, they're mixing it up. Okay, fair play to them. They need to go heavy with these instruments, which hopefully is coming later. I love the Balkan feel of it. Okay, this is new, I believe. Don't know if it 100% works. Oh, this is a bit naff. It's a bit Clockwork Orange as well, isn't it? It looks a little bit like her mum and her son. She looks amazing, but he just looks very young. Oh, she's pissed off at him. Some of the visuals here are very... This bit's great. I don't know what happened in the last minute there. Do you feel there's a lot of distractions now? Because the melody in the chorus isn't bad. Oh, a lot of these visuals just do not work at all. They just come across a bit like just weird and unconnected. Yeah, this is too messy. There's a lot of elements I really like, but there's too much mess. Yeah. Oh God, I'm a little bit disappointed with that. Because when the snippet came out, I was like, wow, this sounds really like dramatic Balkan epicness. And there were elements in that, but there was so much mess and confusion in between the highs, and the lows were just too prominent and long. And visually, it was a bit of a car crash because they just had a lot of bad ideas. And she looked nice, but like the weird kids and the storyline going on was just, it didn't work. The imagery wasn't cool. It was just a bit weird and confusing, and I think it's going to just come across as very unusual to a foreign eye. I'm a little bit disappointed in that. I really, it's hard to describe. I think the bass song they had was much more safe and standard, and I felt like what they did was certain elements they made much better, certain elements they made much worse, and what they're left over with is a net package that largely feels the same. But I think more people are just gonna be like, this is real weird, and maybe tune out. Whereas before, it felt like it was probably a little bit more accessible. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed in that. You know, generally the Albanian revamps can be pretty good. I might give that a second. I'm just giving that a quick second listen off camera. I'll come back and let you know if anything's different. I'm playing now. Oh, I'm a bit hungry. The start's great. Like, okay, I'll go through all the naff things. The tear, them moving around the table. It's very booblicious dress. Yeah, I just went into a trance. That starting is so grabbing, and then nothing happens until the chorus. It's instrumental where she's dancing. That is going to have to be incredibly entertaining dance bit. They've added in that epicness that I don't know how to say 2018 Kethes Tokes had, but not Kethes Tokes had throughout the whole song, and it just worked for the whole thing. This is only in parts. Yeah, the breakdown's so messy. This breakdown at 220, really, really messy. Yeah, this revamp needs to be revamped. Her lying on the bed, there's just a lot of unusual. I mean, it doesn't feel like interesting unusual. It just feels like strange. That is a missed opportunity. Look, they had some good ideas and some bad ideas, and they weren't able to discern which was which, and they just put everything in. And unfortunately, the net product is just not enough of an improvement. So I'm going to go look at the odds now, and this is still in last. You know, it's not as super last as it was, but it's still pretty last. So look, I don't think that's just me who just wasn't impressed enough. Let's go have a look at the community and see has it kind of risen at all. Still third last with the community, 11 of 14. Look, this is in semi-final number 2. Oh my god, I'm so hungry right now. Okay, look, it's in the second half of semi-final number 2. That is the easiest part of the semi-finals to qualify from. We'll have to wait from the staging. If they have a really great, energetic, vivacious staging, or if semi-final 2 just ends up being weak, it's got a shot. It's definitely not totally out of it, but I would lean towards a non-qualification at this point in time with all the information that I have. Obviously, got to wait and see what happens, but a little bit disappointed that it wasn't the epic Balkan revamp that I was hoping for. In any case, that's what I think about Albania's song Karma by Anxhela Peristeri. What do you think? Please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in another reaction video very soon. Goodbye.